So Mads will pick up the controller, and we'll take you through. As always, please send us some questions, give us some comments what you think of the game, which you should have bought by now, very cheap, and you get it on 3 flat platforms for 1 price. So let's go ahead and start.
Yeah, so as you can see, even in the menu, it's very, we're talking about some very big pixels here.
Yeah.
Very retro-like.
Yeah. It sort of keeps I think one of sort of the design philosophies Phil Fish started out with was that he wanted to keep this very retro pixelate art style, which I think it's very popular at the moment, but Fez sort of has the style of its own. Graphics are a big part of it. So I've been hearing that we might have a problem with sound. Is that fixed?
Yeah.
Good. So here we are with Gomez in his amazing and safe 2D world. So you've played a little bit of the game, Mads. What did you think?
Yeah, I only played an hour maybe.
Yeah.
And it's almost like being back on a Game Boy.
Yeah.
With a big screen.
Yeah. I think it clearly sort of states some Nintendo inspired roots.
Yeah.
So the little Polytron logo on his 2D drum set, which is cool. So now we get introduced to the world of Fez, which very lush colors, and we have to admit that it looks amazing.
It's very charming, this style.
Yeah, it really is.
So we're playing this character Gomez, and
yeah,
he's not able to do a lot of actions, but you can move him around and pick up stuff. But yeah, now it says walk up to the mailbox, so
yeah,
let's do that.
Yeah, square is sort of your go-to action button. You can pick up a few things, but as you said, the sort of the gameplay experience is very limited to basic platforming. So how that the experience differentiates itself, we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay, so now, yeah, we got this mail asking us to get to the top of the village.
Yeah.
So that's the first task.
We got a mail from Geezer, it seems. Yeah. Great name. So we will get a basic sense of the platforming now when we climb to the top of the village.
Yeah, we get a little bit of a tutorial here.
Yeah.
So we can jump pressing X. Oh. And we can look around.
Using the right stick, yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, so sort of to orientate yourself a little.
Yeah, and see where you're going.
And a lot of the sort of the environmental sort of NPC storytelling comes from this talking to basic villagers. Oh, funny enough, his favorite shape is square.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not cube, that's for sure. I think there's also one of the, when I play through it, one of the villagers will give you a compliment saying how lovely flat you look today.
Yeah. So we can explore this little village by opening doors and moving around.
So we should talk a little bit about the game had a very troubled birth and very troubled development. If you have watched Indie Game, the movie, you would have gone through Phil Fish's various state of minds when he went through developing the game, having it ready at PAX, I think it was, and going through various builds. This was under development for a long time, a really, really long time. But when it came out, it was a smash hit on Xbox Live and received very favorable reviews, a 9 from Gamereactor, among others. So what's very peculiar about that is that Fez 2 was actually announced and in development by the creator, Phil Fish. But due to Twitter backlash and a lot of negative feedback he had from various social media, he canceled the game.
Yeah.
And told the gaming community that he would retire.
Yeah.
Sadly. So this is what it is.
Yeah. I think I actually got the quote from him. It's pretty interesting on Twitter.
I'll take over the controller while you find the quote then.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, so he announced on Twitter. I fucking hate this industry. Talking about the gaming industry.
Yeah.
And let me find the quote where he says he's gonna quit.
He's very big on Twitter and has said some pretty harsh things.
Maybe that's a part of the branding philosophy. I don't know. Well, yeah, he's pretty aggressive.
He is
choice
very.
of words.
Yeah, he is very aggressive. So what happens now is the main sort of mechanic of Fez is being revealed to us with the descending of the Hexahedron, I think it would be called. A mysterious cube. Which, as its shape is very, the basic shape of the cube is very surprising, as Gomez's world is in 2D. And now he awakens to a world where this perspective has been sort of distorted or crushed. And now the entire world is being turned into a 3D playground, sort of being ripped apart.
And this is where we leave the Game Boy feeling.
Yeah, indeed. The 2D nostalgia is over, as you can say that the main sort of catch to the game is that it forces you to think about perspective, as was the sort of the original point of our reviews, was that no other games really makes you think about the perspective in which you play from. I mean, do you ever think about why Uncharted is third person, or why Battlefield is first person, or how you see the world? In this.
Now you got a Fez?
Now the title reveals itself. So now with the shoulder buttons, I am able to switch between the worlds. Here, I'll give you the controller back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I found the quote. He said on Twitter, Phil Fish, "I'm done. Fez 2 is cancelled. Goodbye." So that's pretty much it.
And I think it wasn't that long after the game was officially revealed.
No.
On their website. This was all very... So you can see a funny little thing about that the game restarts, actually, or pretends to restart.
Yeah.
As the safe 2D perspective has been torn apart. Sort of a glitch, you could say. So now we re-enter the world. So if these tweets by Phil Fish is anything to go by, this Fez game and the PlayStation version of it is probably the last thing we'll see from Polytron and Phil and his entire design philosophy. So I encourage you to try it out.
Yeah. Well, on the 1st of April, he said, "I'm back. Fez 2 is back on." But I think that was
I think we can
joke.
consider that a silly April Fool's.
Yeah.
A bad one at that, though. That's sad. So now the entire world of Fez has sort of opened up to us as we are able to shift the perspective around. So the game, to sort of clarify, the game remains a 2D game. However, you can, as the camera reveals now, you can shift between the sides. Which later on in the game, I don't know if we have the time to get there, reveals some very interesting puzzles where it's quite hard to figure out sort of what's happening.
Yeah, and it is a puzzle game, so...
Yeah, it's puzzle platformer, I would consider it.
And this is where we get a little bit of the story, but, well, you play through the game, and
Yeah.
What do you think about the story?
There isn't much of a story, actually. This is the main plot point that's being set up to us. This is Dot. He is sort of your guide. The Hexahedron that descended on us, the cube, consists of many little cubes which have been shattered all over Fez's world. So you have to gather all of these cubes in order to put the Hexahedron back together so you can make the world 2D again. Because when it's 3D, it's being torn apart, it's being destroyed.
And 2D is safe.
2D is safe, as we've learned, and 3D is very dangerous for a world like Fez's world. So as he said, as Dot says, it's being destroyed by the 3D. So he has to venture out of the safe confines of his village and go and seek out these little yellow cubes, which we will find.
So we have to unlock this door
Yeah.
to get to the outside world, but now it's sealed, so we're getting told how to unlock it.
Yeah.
So we have to collect all these fragments.
First, we must leave this place. So this still serves as a sort of tutorial to the game. So we have to. There's sort of 3 stages. There's the giant hexahedron, the large cubes, and the small cubes. We gather small cubes in order to make larger cubes, which fit as keys in the door.
Yeah.
So now I think we have to find 8 or 9 of the small ones in order to make a key, which is hidden all over the village. A full cube, yeah.
Yeah. Find them.
Yeah, thank you, Dot. A cheeky little one. So we apologize, CGR, for having a bit of sound trouble. We sadly don't have a game to give away. However, I encourage you to invest, because if you have a PlayStation platform, and you indeed are the owner of several PlayStation platforms, it's actually the same cost for a download code for the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 version as we're playing now, and the PlayStation Vita. As you might have seen when we started the game, there's a cross-save save spot, which you can transfer saves, as you might have known with a game like Sound Shapes, where you send your save across, get several trophies along the way, and you sort of keep it in the PlayStation platform. So I would encourage you. And there's even a discount, I think, for PlayStation Plus users. So this is the first time we're being revealed a bit about the perspective.
Yeah, so we enter this room. Apparently it's empty, but if you switch to this perspective, you can see there is actually a small chest in the other room. And you get...
Yeah, and now he gets out there. And just the sound is very reminiscent of Mario titles, Pokemon, Zelda, all these very old school inspired things. So we found a key, the other item, which is very important because they can open locked doors, funny enough. And these locked doors often contains cubes. So this is still serves as a tutorial, but it's sort of an example of how perspective can make the player see things differently. So you can see you switch it around, and so I think that the gist of it is that no matter what perspective you're on, it's still, Gomez is still on a 2D. There's still only sort of 4 ways he can traverse, left, right, up, or down.
Yeah.
But it's up to you to make this sort of work in a way that he can sort of break the confines of the 2D. So there's a door. Let's get in there. So I think we have to, 8 or 9 cubes, small cubes we have to find.
Oh, who's this fella?
He has a fez as well. So in that way you're sort of, you must be friends.
Yeah.
It's your turn now. Oh, that's great.
Okay.
I'm tired. Okay. He's lazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blind on the one eye.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see why that might be an obstacle. That's. So I don't think we can. There's anything we can.
Oh, that's just a picture of.
Yeah, that's just a picture of a golden cube. That's a cop out if I've ever seen one. Annoying.
Okay.
So, let's get back out there. I think for starters, there's. The game sort of helps you by having these small yellow echoes. There's one there actually.
Yeah. Oh. So that's the second one.
Yeah, that's the second one out of the...
I think it's 8.
Math, yeah. I don't know. Thank you. We're being told by the cameraman how, yeah, Nick, I'm calling you the cameraman. So, there's another one, good.
Oh, and there's a chest. And that's small.
Oh yeah,
island.
so we can use the key.
So what does it say?
So I think you just have to turn the perspective around.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go. So
a treasure chest. Thank you, Dot.
okay.
He's proving to be a bit useful so far. He will become much more used to you later on. Oh, little fella.
Another key.
So now you have, no, you didn't use a key. You just got another. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one, actually a fun little thing. All the doors that are locked, that are sort of shut, you haven't been in. So you know which rooms you've been in and which ones you haven't.
Oh.
So that's a neat little thing. Oh, that's not so hard.
No. Free cube.
Yeah. Okay, oh yeah, there's one up top there. So now you have to use the perspective thing. And I think you can reach the first platform from where you were. Oh, maybe there, yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. See?
Oh, so you're also sort of manipulating the environment.
Yeah.
Because it seems like this is very far away, the platform I just jumped from.
Yeah, and
If
now
you
it gets
turn it-
closer.
Yeah, you can get up here.
So it is still 2D. It's just with 3D manipulation. But one thing I think that's Fez, I mean, you could easily look at the pixelated art and say, oh, well, Super Brothers sort of did the same. I've seen this a million times before. But I think what Fez does quite uniquely is that it forces the player to think about the perspective. It's not really about Gomez because he's just a character with a jump and you can use the square button. But there's nothing real inherently unique about that. What's unique is you can force the world to sort of work for you. So we got another cube. That's great. Oh, can't open the fridge.
No.
You disappointed?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's one little cool feature is that you get sort of this preview of the environment you're about to go out into if you stay at the door. So I think there's one one door we haven't been at down there.
I really like the control.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah, very
and,
simple, right? It works. I think it works very well. And I played through the game. It doesn't get much more advanced than this. This really just is it. But one thing, when the worlds get bigger, of course, it's harder to sort of figure out which perspective is best to use.
But you don't have to be quick.
No. It's there's nothing. I think there's a few puzzles where you sort of have to shift the perspective mid-jump.
Oh, okay.
But I never really thought once I played through the game like, okay, this is like very twitchy. I have to react very quickly for this to work. It is like you can sit back and think about the way you want to traverse the environment, and then you just sort of do it.
Yeah.
There's not much, as it's been stated in the chat, I don't think that this is the next month's PS Plus game, sadly, because usually the way they've done things so far is that it's day and date. The games that come out the same day will be free on PlayStation Plus. So now that Fez is already out, maybe later in the year. That's a good.
Did you see what just happened?
Yeah, you got the cube,
I got the last cube.
And very manga style, you sort of freezed mid jump, which is great. So we can go and unseal the door, which is down below the city.
But what about the 2 keys we also got?
Well, the keys you can use at any point.
Okay, so
and
we can save them.
We can easily save them, and the thing is, once you've gathered the cube in an area, there's not much else to do.
Okay.
There is actually just below you there's a key door.
Okay. Let's go there.
So often what these doors can contain is like that, a treasure map.
Oh.
You get to use those a bit later in the game. But die. You see, the game doesn't know, really.
Okay.
And what we can do, I think, is by using the touchpad button. If you press that, no, maybe start. I can't options. No, I can't quite remember. You get to look at the there. If you use the perspective button, then you can see the treasure map.
Okay.
You see, in this pixelated, in sort of this pixelated art style, these sort of maps don't really make sense.
No.
But we'll get there where they become sort of more dynamic and helps you traverse the environment better.
Okay. But I like that we found a treasure map. That's encouraging.
Yeah, there is a treasure map to find. That's good.
Yeah.
We've done good so far.
Okay, so we have to climb down here, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna climb down there.
This. Oh.
Oh, nice catch. Yeah, we're close
died.
there. So we're about to. So I think just by yes, and there's the door. You just go closer.
Okay.
Now we're done with the first sort of tutorial area, and Dot will just remind us of that. Oh, the door is unsealed. That's nice to know.
Yeah.
So let's go through. So now sort of the game opens. So to Turginek21, I'm glad he's made a weird comment about Minecraft. I'm glad you like Minecraft, but this is Fez we're playing, and here there is an objective. So, stupid. So you can see.
Oh yeah, we have to climb this.
Yeah, there is. I think for this specific area, there is quite like a clear way to go. But once we get up to the top of this tower, it sort of opens more up. It's not implying that Fez is open world in any sense of the word, but there is sort of not a clear way to go. You sort of have to gather the cubes and cross your fingers that you've gotten all of them.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So in every area you have to find these cubes?
Yeah. We get to an area later on where there's doors that require a lot of cubes. So you're sort of, the game sort of just tells you, now bugger off until you found the required full cubes to open the door. And then you sort of get released upon the world, which is great. I mean, it sort of gives you sort of the keys to the kingdom and then just asks you to come up with. So this is the last sort of closed area. So I think if you went back on that platform and then shift, maybe one up.
There we go.
Yeah, Indian Cobran, it is, you could say that it's the same that with Super Meat Boy in the sense that it's a puzzle platformer in a pixelated art style, and that's really where I think the similarities end. But if you like Super Meat Boy and you like that sort of indie style, I'm certain you will like this as well. So there's the door, and we got enough keys. There we go.
Easy.
Very, yeah, so far. We'll see. No, it's not as Twitch-based as Super Meat Boy, as we've talked about. The game is sort of strategic in its movement. So there you go. There's a door with 4 keys. We only have half of those.
Oh.
And he'll go on, I think. There's one with 8.
Oh.
And one with 16. So it does seem like at this point that, okay, there's enough to do.
Yeah.
Because 16 full cubes, that's a lot. That's a lot to sort of mess with.
Yeah, we only got 2 at this point.
We got 2, yeah. So I don't think, while the game may get a bit overwhelming with its, there's some questionable map design, it's still pretty straightforward what you have to do most of the time. And it's not short and it's not particularly long. And it offers like a similar charming experience as Super Meat Boy did, or maybe even something. It's often being compared to a game like Journey. So in that sense, it's pretty long. I think it's between 4 and 6 hours if you want to be a completionist. But it's cool that it sort of gives you the 16 cube door right up the front.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you're supposed to do. So now you're being released.
So I just entered the door, and now we're in a totally different area.
As I think I don't know if we've touched upon this, but there's no real connection between the environments. Not really. One door sort of, they're like separate dimensions.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna get that. There's a cube over there at the first perspective you were using there. If we could get there, I don't know if you could jump high enough from that point.
Let's see.
Hello.
Barely reached it.
Yeah, like pro. So maybe if you can climb. Yes. We know what we're doing here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe there's a door up. Oh yeah, Dot will tell you about that.
Okay.
That's a gateway. Warp gate, sorry. Terminology.
Okay, so if we find the other warp gates, we can jump through. And,
you could call it it's a fast travel system. So you can sort of you can get there a bit quicker. I think up in the tree there was a door.
Really? Oh, on this side.
There. I don't know if you can reach it with a well-timed jump. Perhaps you can.
Maybe I can climb the route? No. Okay, maybe on this one.
Oh yeah, that's... Yes.
There we go.
Yes, that's clever.
Hey, there he is.
Little fella. You sort of get to care for Gomez like it's your little pet. You really want him to sort of do well. So this with the roots sticking out of the tree is where it's the green you can sort of land on the moss parts of it. But then again, I think this is, I mean, as hard the game gets. So it's just if you have a knack for platforming, then this is going to be right up your alley, and it's loaded with charm, I think, in the style and the music. So if you can get around over to the platform with the blue bird, I think you'll be fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
Was that a door?
I think...
This? No.
No. It looks like it's a door that requires 2 cubes, but apparently not. I didn't go in there, I think, on my playthrough.
Oh, that's a door. Okay.
Okay, so you can climb to the side there. I think, yeah, and then shift, and then just jump sideways. Yes.
Oh.
So here, now we are coming to a reaction base. So you jump, and then you switch to the right, and then you'll hang on.
No.
You see? But I think that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Oh, let's try again. Yeah.
There you go. Very pro. And that's only with an hour of the game, so, and... Yeah, so yeah, to the people watching, Gamereactor live streaming Fez today on the PlayStation 4, which you can get up across all platforms now, and tomorrow we'll be streaming Heroes of the Storm, Blizzard's new endeavor, free-to-play endeavor, and of course Friday nights with news on Friday. But right now it's Fez, so we've gotten to this sort of beautiful, tranquil place. Maybe over to your right.
Think we can get over there?
I think so. Gomez can jump. He knows what he's doing.
Yes, he can. Okay.
You see? And then we can get, I think...
Oh, that's a locked door.
We want the key door. That's what we want.
We got a spare key, don't we?
Yeah, I think we do, yeah. See, that's why it's always good to have keys around. In any game, have keys around. So,
okay.
But that's what it's like. I mean, if there's no like real clear connection between the worlds, which there isn't. But we found a cube there.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh yeah, right. You see, now I think you can make that jump. There we go.
And here's a cool little animation if you're standing very close
Yeah,
to the edge.
oh, look at that.
He's just about to lose his balance.
Oh no. I think you can, the other one, yeah, yes, I think you can make that one with a little bit of lead in. Yes.
Oh, disappeared under my feet.
And now it comes back in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We get to try another time. Oh, maybe that's too.
Yeah, I think the first
far.
one we did, I think, yeah, that one.
Whoa.
Jump, jump, Mads. This is going really well.
Oh, we're in a hurry.
This is going really well. Shift. Oh no!
Oh, now it's all
Yeah, no.
locked.
But that was really well done. I have to give you that.
Thank you.
So maybe,
Oh,
oh, little fella. So it doesn't get much more fast-paced than this. This is sort of, this is what there is.
okay. I shift the.
Oh yeah, you
perspective
shifted
too soon.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah, so he has to land before you shift.
yeah. Otherwise, he'll just get booted to the different part.
Yeah.
But I think we're getting close now. One last shift.
Oh, there
That
we go.
was brilliant. I have to give you that.
So here's a reward.
Yeah, just maybe switch to the front of the chest.
Oh yeah.
I think we're there. So what will we get? If this is a key, I'm gonna be really mad. Oh, it's another useless treasure map.
Okay.
Should we go look at it?
Yeah, we can look at our inventory.
Yeah. So,
Ah,
oh,
okay.
there. Yeah, that's good.
It looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it does.
Ah, yeah,
Oh, there's nothing on the back side either.
No
Oh.
signature.
So that was a lot of effort for not much of a reward, it seems.
Yeah, but maybe later on it will.
You can collect them and stuff will happen. I don't want to spoil too much. So,
Ah. Okay. So now
so
we,
maybe I think you're gonna get down the same way you got up. Otherwise,
really?
he's just gonna you respawn the place you jumped from.
Oh, okay.
So maybe yes, I think that is correct.
Okay.
We're just gonna go back to the door.
No
Yeah.
cubes in this place.
Yeah, we found one.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, this is sort of the main sort of point of Fez is that it sort of relies on your own lust to collect these cubes in order to access new areas, and that sort of trend keeps on going. So if you're not into sort of a collecting-based experience, this is not going to be for you.
But you enjoyed it, didn't you?
I enjoyed it very much, and so did I think most of the people here who've played it. Yeah, we have to pour some lemon juice on the backside. Secret message. As I said, we're not gonna spoil too much, at least until we get to it. So was that the place we came from? No.
Yeah, I think we came from this place earlier.
Oh
didn't we?
yeah, I think so too. You see, now this is where it becomes a bit disorientating. But I think the red platforms up there, the swamp, the mushroom platforms there,
Yeah.
we've definitely not been there, so we can try
No.
that.
Let's
So I
see
think-
how we get there.
Yeah, if you stand, if you turn back, yeah, and stand there, yeah, in the gap, and then switch. Maybe another time, I think. Don't quite
can-
remember.
Enter it like this. Uh-huh.
Okay, this is where maybe it gets a bit tricky. Can't remember.
There's something floating up there, but I don't know if we can.
No,
we can
I don't know
stand on it.
either.
No, I don't think so.
Dot wants you to go up there.
Okay, I thought I've already been there, but maybe not.
Well, Dot, maybe he just wants to tell you something. Yeah, I think we've been here. I wonder what this is.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you, Dot, for nothing.
Is that it? Okay, that's it.
Well, I mean, there's if you just go back, there's loads of stuff to collect there. I mean, we just have to get. Oh, maybe make the jump now.
Oh yeah, have we been here?
And not if the door is shut. So
Oh.
let's go.
Okay.
Maybe switch it about a bit.
Ah,
I think that's it.
okay.
Again, the game helps you sort of emits this sort of a yellow echo graphically. So, but now it's changed.
Wow. Okay.
See,
So
look, just if you like pixel art, look how beautiful that is. I mean, it's striking. And on the PlayStation 4 specifically, on all platforms, even if you own a Vita, it runs incredibly smooth. Because, I mean, the graphical design itself is not very demanding of the console. So it's just a beautiful, smooth experience. Yes!
So on top of a tombstone, we find another fragment.
Yeah. One of hundreds we'll get to. But let's try the door.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, you can see the sort of the yellow sort of echo that emits from the fragments, so you know.
Oh yeah, on the other side there will be one.
And it does on sound as well. So jump.
So
Maybe jump to the side like that. Yes. We're in business. But then again, we need to have 4. To answer a question, Indian Cobran, he asks if the game has any special features for the DualShock touchpad. Not really.
No, there's a little bit of a vibration.
Yeah, there's a vibration thing going, but for the touchpad itself, it's only used as a button to access the inventory system.
Yeah, we can press it and see what happens.
As far as I can remember, it's a bit since I reviewed, the PlayStation review. So here we have a couple of cubes available to us. So it should be enough to at least finish the 3rd cube we were going for.
Oh. Okay, yeah, so
here we have the world map. And you know, as I said, that there are several, they're sort of split into hub worlds and mini worlds. So you can see the place we are here, the one that emits the signal, that's a hub world.
okay.
And the strings out from our small worlds.
Yeah, so this place leads to different
Indeed.
other small places.
Yeah, so the one with the golden edges that we came from, that's the sort of, if it has the golden edge, it sort of gives us the signal that this has been fully explored. We have what there is to have there.
And earlier we found this warp gate. So
Yeah.
if we discover another one,
We can warp.
We can travel between these.
Indeed, yeah. Which, without spoiling too much, you will get to backtrack because you will have forgotten something. When you play with the perspective like this, a lot of things can be hidden around. So at some point you're going to get stuck, you don't have enough cubes to move on, and then it lets you sort of backtrack, use the warp gates to figure out and get the last cubes you need.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but we're back here and there's lots of cubes to find. So for now, it's just basic platforming. And we still have Gomez is being punished by terrible weather, which is sad for him. I can see it on his
It's very slippery right now.
Yeah, and his little face is, I can see he's sad. I'm gonna get a cold, Gomez. So, in that sense here, the world sort of, you can see in the background there the silhouette of the different parts of this map.
Yeah. So is this okay?
See,
So
yeah, this is one of the strings.
yeah. Oh, does it say how many cubes are hidden?
Yeah, 4.
Okay, in this specific
Yeah, in
area?
this specific area.
So we can see.
So
there's-
not in the specific slide you're in on now,
Okay.
but in this hub.
Okay. So all together in these
Yeah.
areas.
And I agree with you, Indian Cobran. A few games uses the PS4 touchpad in sort of mechanically and design in a good way. I think a few games actually uses it rather well without it becoming too gimmicky. Of course, if it is an alternative control input, it's always going to feel a bit gimmicky, but I think, for example, in Infamous Second Son's case, which you should play if you have a PS4, there it works. And especially Killzone Shadowfall, the controls for your little auto drone works really well. So we're climbing for that up there. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Do you think he can make the... No, he can't make that jump. So I think we're going to have to crawl to the side and shift the perspective.
Okay, yeah. That's better.
There we go.
So
we're about to fill... there we go.
okay, so we created
So that was the third.
a whole cube now.
So in not too long now, we'll be able to go back to the door and access a new environment, which I think we'll be doing to show you the most amount of game in the least amount of time. Because I think we could easily, Mads and I here could easily lose hours scavenging the places for all of the little yellow cubes available to us.
So now I'm looking for a way to get up there.
Yeah.
It's pretty far.
So maybe there, take that jump and go. Did you see that little animation? He's sort of toying his fist around, throwing it.
Okay, so if he gets bored, if I'm too slow?
Yeah. Well, I think it's a polite way to say, get a move on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's standing in the rain.
Yeah, it's pouring down.
So,
what was
yeah.
that? That's actually a hidden platform, right? Those?
Where?
When the lightning flashes.
Well, let's wait.
Did you see those?
I think you're right. Yeah, maybe wait. You can see the rain sort of touching down on them as well.
Yeah.
So maybe shift your
Whoa.
Hello. So Dot is leading you up to a waygate, a portal, yeah, up on top. So we can use that to guide us along. I'm sorry to keep going on about this, but this game just looks beautiful. No. See, that's the great thing about, as we've made comparisons to Super Meat Boy now, it's instant that Gomez will, after he dies, he'll return to the platform he jumped from. So there's not much frustration in starting over.
No.
You can see it's just ahead of you, I think.
Yeah.
So now we're being rewarded with, it seems, with 2.
Oh.
Which is great. So I don't know how well the audience can listen to the soundtrack, but I would one of the few game soundtracks that I would recommend just listening to on your phone or on your iPod, because it sounds, especially through a pair of speakers. It's really a masterpiece in terms of this sort of 8-bit style music. So I think if you see, there is one of those yellow echo indicators that we haven't gone through them all. There we are. Maybe he can just drop down.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah. And Gomez survives.
Luckily.
So we're halfway towards our next full cube. So let's try and see if we can't finish it up quite quickly.
Oh, okay, it was the other way, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're going back on the shadow platforms.
Yeah.
Maybe we can try opening the map to see if there's any more to find. I didn't use the map all that much to check on that. You can see we're on the little slide there to the right.
On this.
Yeah, that one.
This, okay.
So I think the little blue, the white question mark next to it is just that there are secrets here, but no more cubes.
Okay.
It shows where you've been. Oh, thank you, Dot. It's useless as ever.
So it seems like you can go even further.
Yeah, maybe let's try that and get the secret thing.
Okay, there's some platforms over here.
And just Indian Cobra, and we're very glad that you're enjoying Infamous Second Son. It is a good game to start with, yeah, indeed.
Oh. No.
That was close, though. Very close.
Yeah.
Maybe try that
Nah.
I think you have to start it over.
Yeah. Okay. Ah, that's.
Oh. And he hit an invisible platform. Oh, that's just sad, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you just hate that?
Yeah. That's the sort of thing. If you make the main character too cute, you just feel so bad when you're torturing them.
Yeah.
So there, yeah, you can see there's something. There is actually a cube left.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, there maybe. It is tricky, this, right?
Yeah.
Shift. Yeah, there's one more, just in
Okay.
front of you now.
There we go.
Yes, he can make that jump.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
Gomez, you go ahead, boy. Yeah, you have to use the tree.
Ah, that's good.
Yes, and we're standing on the top, and this feels good.
Yeah.
So I think we have to get to. Was there a door further down? Because I think we have to get. Yeah, there we go.
So you think that's the secret indicated on the map, or is this?
There is secrets, I think, almost on every map,
Okay.
sort of hidden away. Which, if it is a key or a treasure map,
Okay.
there's a lot written out through.
Oh.
Oh, that's the same world, yeah, we just came from.
Yeah.
And by the way, just to comment on the chat, it's not Outlast is scary, but Nick is also a girl, so that's that might be why. So there's 3 cubes, I think, there, which should give us another full cube.
Yeah.
So Dot wanted to tell you something, but I think we're gonna
really?
ignore. Yeah, Dot is really anxious to tell you something.
About this place.
Huh? These tombstones look like they can be rotated.
Oh.
That is true.
Okay. So by pressing the square,
Yeah.
you can rotate it. Okay. Let's just try that.
So now you rotate the main cubes. You see, you can use his 2 eyes on the skull there.
Okay.
So there's 3 main skulls. So if you jump over to the left and rotate that one as well.
Oops. Another cube here.
So let's try and rotate that.
So what do we get from rotating this?
Maybe can you jump to the top of that tombstone just there?
Oh yeah.
You see there's invisible platforms just ahead of you.
Yeah.
Wait for the lightning.
Yeah. It's a bit scary jumping
Yeah.
in those.
Yeah. And now we have enough to open that door.
Maybe
Fam-
you want to take over the
Yeah,
control
of course.
for the next area?
Yeah. So Dot just told us, thankfully, that we can open that door now, which I think we'll be doing. I don't think there's going to be any more for us to do here, so we're going to go down.
Did you play it on PS4?
Mainly on PS4, and for the review's sake, I took it on Vita, actually, with the cross-save functionality, which I found actually to be my preferred platform.
How come?
It's because, sort of in the original Xbox 360 review, our resident reviewer Emil Ryttergaard made the comparison to Super Mario, that the jumping is sort of Super Mario based, and I thought of that and thought, well, yeah, that's a good comparison, and that's because the platforming kind of stuff feels like it belongs on the go, if that makes any sense. That it's
On a
sort
mobile
of,
platform.
yeah, it's suited for handheld gaming. It really is. So And if you have the first edition Vita, you can now buy the second edition Vita. But with the first edition, you have the very beautiful OLED screen to sort of guide you on it. And Fez, with its very bright colors, looks very beautiful, compressed on that little screen. But then again, if you have a PS4 and a Vita, you will get both. So I think I'm just going to use, maybe we can use...
Oh yeah, let's see how the warp gate works.
So thinking, we don't have any warp gates yet, otherwise it would be glowing, which is sad.
I thought we
Yeah, I
found
thought
another one.
I don't know if we activated it though.
Okay.
But I'm gonna sure to remember that. So we're just gonna take, I think, the last bit of this world. And then go back. So there's a few cubes here, so why not just gather them on our way back?
Of course.
So there's another door there. Don't know if I wanna. I'm just gonna see if I can go and get this area done. So actually, did we have any keys left? That might have been smart.
I'm afraid I used our last
Oh
one.
no!
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Oh, there's a platform there. So if I can get up there in any means.
Oh yeah, there's a locked door.
I think I'm gonna have to go back on this platform and go on the other one.
So there will be a lot of moving back and forward and switching between the perspectives. And
Very much so. This is the main part of the game. There is really not much else here. Not that that is a terribly bad thing, but it is, the game sort of thrives on this mechanic alone and not much else. At least if you care about it mechanically. So I don't have the key there. So I'm trying to switch it around a bit. But I don't think that we are able to get there unless we have the key. Otherwise I could try that door there. See if there's being anything new revealed to us there. So I don't know. Yeah, we're going back somewhere. We'll see. So this is the thing. One of my main concerns with Fez. I supported Emil's review of it, which was a 9. But one of the few complaints you could have with the game is that you very quickly sort of become lost in the various dimensions of the world. Very quickly.
because there are so many different areas.
Yeah, and there's no like clear direction between them. Sort of go into a door and you fly somewhere else, and the way back, if you don't activate the warp gates, the way back can be very tricky, actually.
Yeah.
So now we're being led to a new door, but I'm just going to catch the cube here very quickly.
Yeah, I guess I'm to blame for not activating the first warp gate.
No, I think it's Dot's fault actually, which I think he's not been a big help to us.
Oh, what is that?
So this is another mechanic. This is a bomb. I can pick up this bomb, and I can, if I'm quick enough, and I wasn't, but the bomb will respawn. So if I get there quick enough.
Oh yeah, you can see some of the bricks have a different color.
Indeed, those are destructible, so you use it.
Ah.
So I'm just gonna do that one more time.
So this also takes a bit of practice.
Yeah, it's one of the sort of I don't know. No, as you can see, while the bomb is lethal to Fez or I think Gomez, the explosion itself is not. Oh, that went well. The explosion itself is not big, so you really need to get the throw right. But this is one of the few other mechanics that you'll be experiencing with. Maybe this one?
Oh,
yes.
Well done.
So in this way we can get up and get the last cube, and maybe we can leave this little sad place. I don't think Gomez likes it here very much.
No. Let's go to another.
Yeah, maybe another area. So I have to. The thing about Fez, or maybe the door there will lead me somewhere. The thing about, yeah, as I said, backtracking, if you don't go through and, activate the portals, can be a bit of a chore actually, because you've seen the areas, you've collected all the cubes, but where to now?
Yeah.
So this is, I think,
And
wow.
it seems so easy to miss a spot, right?
Yeah.
Because there's so many levels, and also
Indeed.
if you miss switching to another perspective at one point, there might be something you completely miss.
Yeah, and I think that's where the game sort of starts faltering a little bit, because it becomes so overwhelming, like where to go, and that's if you had a more cohesive in-game map, maybe traversing the different environments would be more fun. So here we have, I think, this is a warp gate.
Okay.
So now we're being warped back to the beginning.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is like the briefest of loading times. You see? So here we are, and Dot's with us again. We can sort of open up and see now we're back into the hub world, and it's gone golden.
Okay.
But there are still stuff for us to collect.
So it's golden because we collected all the fragments?
Yeah, in this part. But as you can see, there's this and that, and over here, and we've only golded this, which we can travel to, because we unlocked the warp gate. So it becomes difficult to know where the hell you've been, really.
Yeah.
And
it
see,
seems
this
huge.
this is where we've been already.
Okay.
So, and we want to get, I think, here. So we're gonna have to get back there manually.
Okay.
So first we have to get back there, and I think the way has to be down.
So when you find another warp gate and you have 3, can you choose between the...
You can choose between it. It becomes much easier to navigate the world once you get those, once you get a hold of all the warp gates. But then again, this can be a chore, because if you're close to completing and you just want those final 2 cubes, sort of going through all that becomes it's not horrible, because it's still fun to play Fez, but it becomes difficult, I would say. So I think already now I've gone sort of the right way. You went into the house, and then the environment changed when you switched this.
Ah.
So.
Oh, clever.
So now we have to go. Wow. So now we have to go down. Yeah, you came. Sorry, what?
No, when you have brought up the map, and if you press one of the places we've already been, what happens then?
Nothing unless you have the warp gate.
Okay.
So, for example, I don't know where we came from. I'm gonna have to. You see here, over here, there's a little square button. If I press square now, I'd be able to go there. But that would be.
Oh, so that's the small indicator for a warp gate.
That's the small warp gate indicator. Okay. Which sort of it makes complete sense that you would that is the way you backtrack. But I would really encourage everyone to get those warp gates done. Yeah, because I said when you're looking for those final 2, that's going to be difficult. So now we're going to get where I think we're pretty close, actually.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, that was too long a jump.
Oh, little Gomez. I'm going to try aiming for that.
Oh,
yes.
Well done. Excuse me for a second.
Yeah, sure. So now we're close to getting back to, I'm gonna. So that is another warp gate. We should have completed this, but we'll cross over that. So here we are, going back down here. Brief loading time, and we'll use the main map to sort of navigate where we're coming from. So this is it. As you can see from the main map, this leads into several hub worlds where there's loads of strings you can sort of tie into. So we'll go down to this gate down here. So I hope that the charm of the game is coming across the live stream, because it really is a game, and I know that this might sound silly to some, but it is a game like Journey that is very, through its art, it really has an effect on you, despite the fact that it might not have the sort of story element that Journey does. It really does have a profound effect on the way you view perspective in games, which I think is very important. So this is a new type of area, sort of a ruins, but there are cubes to find, as it is always. So just to clarify for anyone just tuning in, we're playing Fez, and it is re-released on the PlayStation platforms. You can buy it for a very small amount. You could buy it on 3 platforms, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation Vita, where there's cross-save functionality between them all, which I would encourage you to do. So we're coming up on gathering, I think...
Is this the new world?
Yeah, this is a black hole. They're bad.
Okay.
So you can see.
Whoa! What happened?
This is one of the black. This is one of the direct sort of effects on. I think it's one of the direct effects of the hexahedron exploding. These black holes.
Okay.
The dimension is simply tearing itself apart.
So you got sucked out of the
yeah,
area?
Sucked out of space, sort of. But yes, this is the new area, sort of ruins area. And Indian Cobra, no, I don't think this will be a PlayStation Plus game, to be honest with you. What my guess would be is that it's Daylight that is the next, because they had a lot of success with Outlast being the sort of horror based stuff, which would make more sense to me. And this is already out. PlayStation Plus games used to be day and date when they release, so I wouldn't count on it. But then again, the price is very small for... So we're going to get the last cubes here. Ooh, a little friend. I don't think we can do much with him, but it's great that he's here.
Yeah, small caterpillar.
So we can just check the map to see. You see, we have golded this, and all of its rooms. There's only one room left, which we haven't been in, which I think is over here, maybe. Just to check, and this is it. So we don't get much for our 8 cubes, because this was the world we unlocked. So that's sort of it.
Okay.
You can see that we have. This is a good way, I think, the golden frame to just sort of quickly tell the player, this is it. You've done what needed to be done here.
Yeah.
So we need I think we're gonna have to go back. Which I believe was through here. There you are, Gomez. So sadly, we're gonna have to go back to the rainy place to gather more cubes, because Gomez is not gonna get by with this.
No.
He's gonna need more cubes. So we're gonna, Gomez, are you coming? Yeah, there he is. So I found the other, the waygate, and I think maybe that's just sort of a demonstrating waygate, because you can't use it, even though it seems to be activated.
Okay. So it's one of few tutorial...
yeah, tutorial elements.
Yeah.
So we're just going to use Little Gomez to climb. So you use the tree here, right? You see, now it's activated, actually.
Yeah.
But there's a door here, I think, which we can use to activate the rest. You can see that this area also has several cube worlds.
Yeah. So this door might lead to one of those.
Yes, I think, yep. So already here, we're gonna... So how do we manipulate? We do it like this. Good. But I think they have, I think quite rightfully so, have made it such that Fez cannot be considered an open world game. But there are certain things you can do to sort of prolong the experience, which is clever.
What could that be?
I mean, it's basically just collecting what else you need. You need to sort of, okay, I'm really a completionist. I really want to collect the rest of the cubes or get the treasure maps and all these things. So
Okay.
it's not, even though it's considered to be in the same league as Journey, there's much more to do in that, I think in that basic sense, that there's just stuff to collect.
Yeah. So there are some optional stuff.
Indeed, there are optional stuff. As far as I can recall, you don't need all of the cubes to completely complete the game. Maybe all of them, but the treasure maps can sort of stand on their own.
Okay.
So there is a reason to sort of go back. And then again, you can go through the entirety of Fez and not discover some of the secret rooms or unlock all of the doors. And when the pixel art is as beautiful as it is here, I think you could easily justify going through it again or exploring just that bit more to get all you want out of it. So now I've reached a chest. Nice. A treasure chest. To open it, oh, thank you, Dot. And there's another one right over there. I think that's one of the neat additions that sort of makes the game work, is that the golden frames around. So you don't leave an area being very unsure. Okay, did I get everything I wanted here? But as far as I can work out, there is another one. Yes, here we are. So Gomez, you're gonna have to drop down here, buddy.
No problem.
So I don't know if you have any ideas, but getting over to that platform.
Oh, we haven't been there. No.
Seems a bit tricky. The jump is just too high. But we can see, no, there are the chest itself makes it so that we can have no golden frame, which I think is really a shame.
Can you get up there? Yeah.
Yeah, here, and then I can get up here.
Yeah. And try. Yeah.
That jump still, through all the perspectives, just seems too high. Indeed, it is.
You had faith, though.
Yeah, I had faith, and I tried. So, I think we're just gonna say that that's it for this area.
I'll take a look at the background. You see the shapes?
Yeah, star signs or
yeah,
maybe.
from Tetris games.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's star constellations to sort of disguise as Tetris bricks.
Yeah. That's a nice feature.
Yeah, it is. So I think we're just gonna drop down here and forget about the chest and go on to another piece of the area. There is one we can sort of get to from here only, but I don't know if we found any doors. There's a door there, but we came through there, and I just completely messed that up. Hello. No. Like this.
Yeah. What are those crates? Can you...
I think it's just an indicator that you can drop down here, that you won't die. So there's a bit of climbing involved here, which we'll get to, like this. Oh. Oh, Gomez. You little scamper.
Oh,
yeah, so that's a door. But I think this leads to... See, oh, that's a mini area.
Okay, so that's a sort of a bonus area.
Yeah, it's just the chest here.
Okay.
In the same sense that we went through a room and there's only a golden cube.
Yeah.
So there are hub worlds. Oh, another. Oh, that's amazing. So we can, just for the sake of it, go and look at that. Oh, how did you...
green.
Oh, triangle. Yeah, here we go. So that's the third one.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed that.
But I'm sure at some point it'll make sense.
It does. If you want to play Fez, collect everything because it will make sense. So we're gonna get. See, there's still more to do. Even you can see on the indicator that there's a huge yellow cube. One of the.
Wow.
So I think it's worth getting to the top. And I like that Gomez doesn't have to go through rain and thunder. That he can just stay in the sun.
Yeah. This area is much more pleasant.
Yeah, it is. So it's worth doing some climbing over. So I think we're gonna get to a cube here. Oh yes. So just we're about to finish another cube here as well.
Yeah, we need 8, right, for the next door.
Yeah. So we're gonna get there very soon. Yes. Didn't think I was gonna make that.
No, you're quite an experienced player, it seems.
Yeah, well, you sort of the mechanics itself. Once you get the hang around the sort of the perspective principle, it becomes much easier, I think, at least to navigate the world.
Yeah.
But as I've said numerous times, not a lot of games do this. So getting your head around rotating stuff in that sense can become a little disorientating at the start, I think.
Yeah.
So I think there are more yellow cubes here, but I've just sort of left one out. We'll see.
That's a big one up there.
Indeed. So I can rotate like this. I think I'm gonna have to go through here. No. Oh.
They're hovering up and down, so could that be a solution to
maybe
wait for it?
I think. Oh yeah, that might be right actually.
Oh, barely.
It's just too much for little Gomez. I think that might be it, yeah. So when it's in the right height, I'm gonna that might be part of the solution. I really want that cube.
Dot is really going nuts here. Flying up and down and really wanting to tell you something.
Yeah, Dot is all over the place right now. I'm really getting impatient. But I'm thinking that's what I'm supposed to do. Wait for that and then do that.
Oh.
No. I really don't want to abandon this huge cube, but then again, wait, there's something going on there. Yes.
There you go.
Patience and skill. So now we have 7, and it's a little gate. They can take you back to the closest warp gate, but they will only work one way. So as you can see, we're here, but we haven't gotten. Should we go back down to see if we can get the last?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so there should be one of those fancy little indicators to tell us if we're close. Okay, so this is how we work our way back down. So a little, oh no.
You didn't see anything on your way down?
No, I think there was a little door down there.
Okay.
Which we might use to our advantage. But we'll be there in a sec. Yeah, I see I think it's here. Hello.
So that's the last one in this area.
Yep.
Cool.
So I think we're just going to take the door back down here at the bottom. How do you think of that, Gomez? So I think that, yeah, that's the door we used. So maybe, yeah, just like that, through here and in here. So we completed that area. No, we did not, apparently.
Wrong way. Oh.
So that is what we're talking about. Those are the black holes.
Ah,
They sort of restrict where you might attempt to go.
okay. Well, so what happens if you
You
go
die.
there?
I mean, we can try it. He gets sucked in.
Oh, yeah.
You see? You
That's
don't
it.
want to do that to that
No.
little fella, so.
That's a horrible death.
Yeah. So if you don't like really intense death animations, don't jump into the, because it's gonna torture you thinking about what you did to that little guy. So I can't really, if that wasn't the way back to,
Oh, that was another door. Try switching again.
oh maybe it's like this. We'll get there.
Oh, you saw it. Okay. Yeah.
I think this is our way back and away from the black holes. So we're back to, yeah, I think we haven't completed this, but there is a way to that area which might be interesting. We need a couple of cubes more to open the next area. So we have, maybe we can try and find that area.
Oh yeah. So first we have to find the.
Yeah,
the
first
door.
we have to find a door we haven't sort of found yet. So it doesn't seem like it's here. Maybe it's down below. No, doesn't seem that way. So we're gonna bring Gomez back up here and have him crawl a little bit. But I don't remember there being much apart from this.
Maybe switching again.
Oh no.
No.
Well, I don't think that's a door. It isn't. Well, we can see where else we can go. Well, from this hub world, there is a couple of places we could go. So maybe going back at this point is what's most wise. So maybe I'm just gonna do that, just for the sake of it.
So how many fragments do we need to complete another cube?
We need 1, it seems. We can check our inventory. Yes,
yeah.
we have 7. So only 1 to go until we sort of get to our main thing. So at this point, I think we're gonna. So we're just gonna find our door, which was down below somewhere, right?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Here's a door.
Yeah.
Oh, Gomez, gonna have you? Yeah, there we go. So now we're gonna exit back to the hub world and figure out the latest cubes. So you played it, yeah, you said you played collectively a little bit of the game. So what are your thoughts on it? Is this usually a game you fall for?
No, I guess usually I wouldn't play a game like this.
No.
Well, it depends on how you play games, right? Because as you said, on the mobile platforms, it would be a really cool game, I'm sure, because you can play it for 15 minutes
Indeed.
and leave it. And
it does lend itself very well to short gaming sessions on the train or wherever you might want to go. FES, I think, as far as I'm concerned, has not yet made its way to mobile platforms, but I think with a touch mechanic to switching the perspective, it wouldn't be that weird to see it there. So now we're gonna get this cube done. And I think we're just gonna go back and lock. And when Dot tells us to do something, you best do it, so. So,
I kind of miss a storyline, I think.
Yeah. I think that's one of the main things that sort of pulls the game down a little bit. See, now that there's more...
But that's a matter of taste, because of course a puzzle game doesn't...
It doesn't need it. It doesn't...
have a storyline, right?
I agree with you in the sense that there's no real need for it, but a bit more to go on other than the world is in danger. You really need to put this cube back together. There are no characters. Gomez has no dialogue. I mean, there's really nothing there. So a bit of more of a story to go on. I would agree with you. It would give the game a bit more to go on. But now we get to see a new world, so we'll see. Oh, we're back in the rain. I'm sorry, Gomez.
Yeah.
And we're very sad playing this, that Fez 2 is cancelled. But Phil Fish is a weird guy, so he couldn't take the pressure of it. And so now, this is, I think, is sort of a Chinatown-inspired level. It seems with the neon signs.
Yeah, this is a cool area actually.
So on the chat, I don't know if you're talking about 1313. That was cancelled because of Disney acquired LucasArts. Fez 2 was cancelled because Phil Fish was receiving a lot of negative feedback, I think, and took it very personal. So here, that was one of the more easier cubes to acquire.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will get more intense. So here we have ladders instead of vines to crawl on.
So this is a more urban environment.
Yeah, you sort of get to, there's a puzzle going on here.
Yeah.
You sort of get to levels that are clearly inspired from several places in the world, where this is urban. Another place sort of looks like Mayan ruins. So there is a couple of different things that suggests where the inspiration is coming from, which I think is very neat. So yes, we have fully explored this. There's nothing in there. I think it's great that they've put these small rooms in that does nothing other than just to give you some places to explore.
Yeah.
You see, I don't know if we have anything left to go on. There's a couple of rooms left we can try and explore. But for this main hub world, I don't think there's much else. So there's a door here we haven't tried.
Oh.
It's a generator room.
Yeah.
That's cool. And there's nothing else in it.
Okay, so it's completed.
Yeah. When I completed the game, I used this map a lot to sort of navigate, okay, where is there more I'm supposed to find here? Because the way backtracking works, you really don't want to leave an area until you're very sure that that area is completed.
Yeah, of course.
Because you just sort of want to see new places. Yeah, sorry?
It's just the logo of the...
Yeah, Polytron, yeah.
Yeah, the developer.
Here we have a
publisher.
door.
Guys, we actually have a competition from yesterday.
Okay,
And
a competition.
yeah, we ran a competition yesterday. Maybe I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, Lamini is winning a code for Warlock 2.
Congratulations, Lamini, on winning a code, a yesterday's code, a day-old code for Warlock 2,
Yeah.
which is a game I've never heard of, but I bet it's good. So congratulations on that. So to get back to Fez, I think we've found all there is to find. There is one more room which we can try and get to. Here we have a complete view of the world. Open doors, open doors, open doors.
Okay.
So what we've learned is there is a secret somewhere. There is a room.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we can go up to the top and look for a secret platform. I mean, you've had a little bit of a run-in with those.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be extra careful when you're jumping on those.
Yeah, if only sort of lightning reveals them. So we can... Polytron, maybe? Something to do with that? No. I would like to get to the secret, but I don't know where it's supposed to be. Oh, poor fella. But then again, if it's not a cube, we can easily just move on.
Oh.
You can sort of get caught behind the way you're switching perspectives, which I think is cool. So you sort of had to run to the edge each time. So I think we're gonna run back. We have yet to explore. There's not much else for us here. So where do we have to go in order to get some cubes? Maybe this place.
Yeah.
It's probably. So as we said a couple of times, you have to bear with us when we're backtracking through these areas, because it can be very confusing, sort of getting to the place that you want.
Yeah, do you think you spend more time backtracking than actually finding the cubes?
Indeed, at some point, unless you're a genius and has activated all of the warp gates the first time around, it's very easy to spend a lot of your time finding your way back.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not it's not inherently bad design. I wouldn't call it bad design. It's just, it's tedious that it has to be like this. So I think we can break that crate there with this bomb.
Oh, cool.
So I think a bit of a perspective change is in order. See, there's a golden door there, by the way. We could try and get to that after. Oh, Gomez, how are we going to get through this?
Well, can you
jump.
step on? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the door I'm trying to break is down there. Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
First try?
First try. I mean, that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
So we have, this is the second hub world, and we have cubes here, which is good. Which is, as you can see, as sort of inferences go, this is sort of mining.
Oh, yeah.
Mining company, Old West maybe. So it seems there is a cube here. And there's light coming from, it's from in here.
Okay. I saw another bomb.
Up there.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're going to have to be very quick here, because I'm going to have to get down there with it. Maybe this will work. Hello.
Of course it did.
So that, okay. So we were so generous that we received 1 cube in this area.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
The golden frame never lies. So we're going to go ahead and...
Oh, but what if you smash that area with that bomb?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see. Oh, no.
Oh, you have to hurry.
That was very close. I'm sorry, Gomez. But it gives us lead into a different... Oh, yeah, another part of the world. And there's a huge cube here. So we should... and there's a bomb as well. Don't know what we're supposed to find here. Maybe just throwing it.
Looks like there are a lot of bricks you can destroy here. Okay.
Well,
Not
that
those.
bomb is going to get back.
Yeah.
So maybe if I just put it down, I know you can do that. Like that. So that reveals a cube, which is good. But you're right, there's a lot of destructible stuff here. This is never like the be-all of the game. It sort of remains steadily in the background, the sort of the jumping.
Oh.
Ooh.
What happened?
I don't know. Gomez was killed by something.
Was it a black hole?
I think so. We're going to try and see.
I wonder if you have to be very quick and to find that cube fragment. Or is it somewhere else?
We can try it. I don't think it would give us the tools to get to an area if it just punishes us for it. We'll see.
Oh, okay, maybe up there. Whoa.
Oh, I can balance there. That's good.
Okay. But how do you...
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring a bomb with me, it seems.
Yeah.
No, that's not gonna work.
No. Oh.
Oh, little friend,
shouldn't
I'm
have
so
switched.
sorry. So, oh, that's where we came from. So this is one of the harder ones, I think. I mean, we could sort of, if we could get the bomb there. I just think that's not enough time.
But this is also where the game gets interesting, right? That
Yeah.
it's getting more and more challenging.
Yeah, and it's great to see that a game like Fez, which has very few elements to play with. I mean, bombs, sort of reacting correctly.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all it has. Oh, so you have to be very quick, it seems.
Yeah.
That's all there is really to do much of the time. So I think it's good to see that it's playing with those things in interesting ways.
Yeah.
Thing, who would have known that just carrying a bomb to... I'm not gonna make that, no.
Oh, too
Oh,
bad.
I really want that cube.
Yeah.
Oh, Gomez.
But there's actually a bomb,
Up higher.
yeah, to the right. Maybe you should be able to do that. There you go. Well done.
Woo! Very close.
Yeah.
But I think the game sort of punishes us for trying to get higher. Sort of telling us, dude, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And if we can't get to that, I want to get the bomb over here. So maybe I wonder if we can do some clever.
Yeah, that's a good question.
If I can. Oh, get rid of that, Gomez. See, I don't think that's gonna be enough. That's not what I wanted.
No?
So I don't know how do you have any ideas to solving this particular puzzle?
Maybe the same way you got the cube fragment. Because you could stand where the cube fragment was, and maybe you could jump up there. See what I mean?
Oh, right, yeah.
But
I
you
think
have
I
to be
do.
really, really quick.
If we have enough time, we can...
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
I saved myself there.
Yeah, you did.
If I blow it here and then quickly run. Oh, well, yeah, the bomb changes as well.
Yeah.
See, this is where it gets interesting. We're sorry if we're really trudging through this at a steady old pace, but this is actually quite difficult. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Well, we could... No, we really want that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Let's...
Oh, the bomb instantly respawned.
I think that's a glitch more than anything.
Okay.
Oh, I think actually I might know what to do. I think if you change the perspective enough, the explosion will carry on.
Oh yeah.
So I think, yeah, it's very, and I was very smart to say that there's no reaction base, but here we go. Wasn't quick enough. Sorry, little friend. So, let's go for it here. Okay. I'm just gonna throw it away.
Yeah. That's a
See,
mess.
I implore you to have patience with us. And I can hear Nick laughing, but if he has a better way to do this, I really want him to sort of show himself. Okay, before I abandon this completely, I just want to see if my theory is correct.
I think it's the right way, you're just not good at it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
So, theory correct. Method not correct.
Skill subpar.
Yeah. So we got there.
Well done.
Thank you. So now we're gonna, I think, explode something. This is sort of mine-based, so of course a lot of explosions are bound to happen.
Ah, now you really got the hang of it.
Yeah. So, but now we're being cursed with more black holes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But now you're sort of, yeah, we have to trace it.
Yeah.
I think actually, no, I didn't get it.
But, oh, you got it on the...
Yeah, on
the
one of
first
them,
pillar.
yeah.
And there's a bomb up there, so...
Oh yeah, so I think we might have, for now,
Yeah.
have actually succeeded. Great. So we're gonna help Gomez get up there.
But what about the door you left behind?
Oh, you wanna explode that first?
Yeah.
That might be a good way to get a cube fragment. Yeah, it's cool. Ah,
Shit.
what the hell? Ugh. Get rid of that, Gomez. So here we go. I'm gonna see if I can. Yes. Oh no.
What was that?
We just got somewhere new.
Oh,
I'm gonna complete
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one first.
That's a good
because. Okay, so. I think it's that we can sit here and really bicker over a basic puzzle like this is just sort of a testament that the game's sort of design, it works.
It
And it
does.
works very well. So I'm actually just gonna put it there. And then... Did it work?
I think so.
This is an amazing success.
It is.
We're doing very well. Okay. Very close to the big cube now.
A broken clock is correct twice a day.
So we're hearing amusing jokes from the cameraman. That's great. So we've received a one-time gateway, but I think we're gonna ignore that this is here and then go back to the other door. Oh, and the gateway became sad.
So it's not activated, or?
Oh,
What happened?
it's a one-time use. It's sort
Oh.
of, you can get back to, it's the game's way of saying, we can easily transport you back to where you might think is interesting, but if you haven't completed all the side areas before, it's probably the better way to go. You see, we have cubes here and we have a chest here, which we really want to get to. And there's more bombs, so everything's good.
Yeah.
I think this is a point where I have to time a throw.
I think this is the coolest area we've been so far.
Yeah, it's way more challenging, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm gonna have to learn to... That was not how I intended that to go.
But you have this indicator of a cube down below.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. I think I just blew. So where is the cube that we were meant to find? Maybe it's in the box here? I'm gonna wait
Oh.
for the signal. Oh yeah, here.
Yeah.
So a quick bomb. Oh, wait. Here we are. Yes! Let's see if there's any more for us to find. There's no more cubes, but we should go for the chest, I
Yeah.
think. So yeah, I completely agree with you. I think this mining area thing is the cleverer place.
Mm.
So now we have the ability to crawl a lot of the way.
Oh.
You see, that's also playing with perspective, right?
Yeah.
So now we're on the bottom half. And now we can go down.
Wow. Everything is possible in this
Yeah.
universe, right?
And I think a lot of indie games and maybe even AAA development should sort of listen to Fez and maybe think about how perspective can change a world completely.
Mm.
But my point is in the review is, I think what's very special about the game is that it's about one of the greatest, I think, developments in the gaming history is the jump from 2D to 3D.
Mm.
How the eyes of the player perceive the world is what Fez has done, because it's an old school game that's being torn apart by new perspective developments, because the people of Fez don't like 3D. I mean, the world is threatened. Gomez is clearly not happy the way we're treating him.
Yeah.
So I think that is an interesting way to go.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back here. We've completed a lot of the areas.
Yeah, that's all completed over there.
So we should go back there so we can take some of these smaller areas. Because, to be honest, if we we have 7 cubes to go. That's a lot of cubes.
Yeah.
We have 2 keys, that's good, but still, there's quite a bit of way left. So we're going back now to one of the hubs here.
Okay, yeah.
With the waterfall. So we're gonna have to see if we can scale some of these worlds, because there should be more for us here. There's, for example, a door there. So can we? Yes, we can. So I'm gonna.
Oh.
And I completely messed that up.
I think that's a miss.
Yeah, that's a great miss. So I'm just gonna put it down gently, I think. Here we are, and hide here.
Yeah.
Yes.
A safe distance.
So
Wow.
now we've reached. There's a huge cube here as well, so we might go a bit down. So I don't think we've mentioned, you can permanently adjust where the camera is supposed to go. For example, if I pull it down, he'll continue to sort of look down.
Yeah.
And you can traverse the area safely. A great little addition that just lets you manipulate the camera how you want. So here's the big cube. That was easier than I thought.
Yeah.
Hello. And look at the smile on his little face.
Yeah, he's so happy.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually another cube.
Oh yeah,
Even
so we're
further
not
down.
we're not gonna leave here until we're done.
So they're actually tempting us to use the warp gate.
Yeah, do you want to leave early? Like, no.
And get back when you realize you
Yeah.
didn't complete it.
Because of course people are gonna go for the big cube, and then it tells you you could leave right now. we really don't want to. So as you can see, there's no more cubes for us to find here. That was it.
Yeah.
But there's still doors and sort of side areas. You see, now we're getting back to the main area.
Oh.
So you can still see we can go and find that area, which is still unknown to us, which I think we will. By climbing up here, maybe there's something for us to find. Yes. And now we have a little nighttime area. Oh, that's an entirely different one. But there's cubes here, so that's good. Jumping down here. See, that's another
Wow.
funny little.
Okay.
It just adds to the like basic platforming.
Yeah.
But of course,
A familiar thing, right?
a familiar thing, yeah. And it's the same thing with carrying bombs. It adds a little depth. It's
Yeah.
fun. So we're done with the cubes here. So I'm gonna see if. Do you think that jump is too tall?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Doesn't get much closer than that.
No. Oh,
Hello! So now Fess is gonna find another key, I think. He's gonna be pleased. No!
Wow, what is that?
We'll see.
Ancient artifact.
This is what you can use for the... I think you can use that for... wait a second. Here. There's some doors I think you can use it for. Can't quite remember.
Oh, so it works like a key?
Yeah, I think it works like a key, yeah. But there are several different artifacts you can pick up during the game that will have... most of them it's one-time uses.
Okay. So this artifact might be able to open different doors?
Fit somewhere. So I think maybe finding that area would be... So I think we're going to have him drop down. We're still... I don't know if we can get another door, get the last door before the end of the stream, sadly. But we'll try. I mean, we're 5 cubes short.
Yeah.
So we're going to try every possible thing we can. I can't quite remember, but I wonder if you can explode those little wooden boxes. Oh, okay, that's disappointing.
Oh.
So yes, Gomez can actually swim, which is great.
You can't swim in a lot of games, actually.
Yes, surprisingly so. I mean, we're in Fez right now, and we can swim here, but a lot of places you can't.
I don't think Mario can swim.
You can't? Not even in the Super Mario world?
Oh, maybe.
I can't remember. I'm not going to act like I know. So this seems... When I switch, don't you think it seems like there's a door there?
Yeah.
Behind the waterfall?
Yeah. Right in the middle, maybe. No?
Gomez he's not feeling this.
No?
Maybe if we somehow turn off the waterfall, I don't know. I'm going to see if we can get that door open, though. Maybe I'm supposed to carry a bomb there.
Oh, what was that?
Sorry?
No, I
Go
thought
back.
I saw something. No, that was a cage. Not the...
Is that... No, that's not platforms.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
cheeky.
you never know, because with the shadow platforms we've encountered, I think anything is possible. I completely screwed that up. I don't even know where we're going now. So do you want to take the last 12 minutes of the stream?
Yeah.
And yes, Biohazard, we've been playing Fez all of the time. We haven't even touched much of the surface of Fez. There's much more to do and many worlds to explore. So this has easily filled out the entire stream. So there's a bomb. I don't know if we want to if there's anything that's we're able to do with the bomb, or where to go.
Maybe I'm just gonna check out this area.
Do you think that stone maybe down there, we can do something with that?
Oh, that's a door. Is that
It
the door we
might be.
came from? Yeah, I think it is. Isn't it? The door.
Yeah, I think so. So we can go back that way.
But is that what we're going or doing?
Yeah, we can go back there. I was just trying to look for some areas with cubes in them.
Ah.
We can try and open the map to see where we could possibly go. So now we're back in one of the main doorways in which you can access many areas.
But Fez received some really great reviews, right?
Yeah, Fez received garnered a lot of critical praise, and I think actually sold quite well for a game that's at least beholds some of its indie roots. So it was very successful, and successful enough to port it to 3 PlayStation platforms, apparently. And I think just because there's not many games to play on PlayStation 4, it will do very well here. And here on the site, we gave it very positive reviews, both PlayStation-wise with my review and Emil's review on the Xbox 360. Not enough to keep Phil Fish around, but
no.
Oh, there's a door there you can unlock with a... But you generally don't play that many platformers.
No, I don't. But a platform game I would like to play actually is the Monument of... what's it called?
Monument Valley, yeah.
Monument Valley. And that's for Android and iOS.
iOS, yeah. Our editor-in-chief, Lee West, is heavily suggested as everyone with a smartphone device or an iPad tablet to play Monument Valley, which is supposed to, according to him, be Fez, as we're playing right now, and also Journey.
Yeah.
Like beautiful visuals.
And the room.
And the room as well,
all
yeah.
Combined into one
all
game.
Combined.
Yeah.
And if that makes your teeth water, you should look up Monument Valley, which apparently is quite something. So I think now we have sort of this lighthouse area, and as we've touched upon briefly, all the areas are briefly inspired by some type of real-world architecture and style, which gives it sort of a personal flair. Very nice.
Yeah.
So I if you go and read my review, I genuinely like platformers a lot, and I think Fez actually, not that it's specifically better on the PlayStation platforms, but it's right up there with the best, I think. Now this is we can call this a last-gen game, but for the last generation, it's one of the best platformers out there. Despite the fact, actually, not having a real story to follow. So I think that really speaks in its favor that it's so good that you don't think too much about not having a compelling narrative. So how are you planning on tackling? Maybe over to the tree now.
Yeah, that's it.
And right there, yes. Oh no.
That's it. I'm stuck.
Is that's where we're gonna stay?
Oh yeah.
And that bird is mocking you.
Yeah, it is.
He's saying, "What are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing with your life?"
Oh, silly seagull.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we should call it.
But that I think we've done this several times now. Okay, let's move on very quickly.
Yeah.
Because that's just it. I mean, may I point you that there's, I don't know, no, there's no under the water. I just think that's, maybe if you manipulate the perspective out from the pier, if you go out to the pier and stand on that stone out there.
Yeah, I think I tried that, but let's see.
Oh no. So even with manipulating, no, there's nothing. But we can stand there and look cool and watch Gomez sort of trip. Ooh.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, I think if you're a PlayStation Plus member, which if you own a PS4 you probably am because it is required to play online, you can get the entire Fez package for 75 Danish kroner, which is about 10, 11 euros. And then you get the cross-save functionality between all the versions. So that is, I think, even though if you might not be a big platforming guy or for any reason at all, try Fez just for the sheer charm of it. It's sort of recapping what we've been doing here today. It's just sort of showing you one of these little indie platformers that really stands out in the crowd. Exactly like games like Super Meat Boy or Journey has, or any of the That Game Company games. It's just one of those, or for example, Super Brothers. It's one of those you just need to play.
I missed the door completely.
Oh, and I did too, I think.
It was so obvious, but not obvious.
Congratulations to us for getting a chest and finding a cube.
Yeah. There you go.
Congratulations, Gomez. Another treasure map. We're so lucky.
But it looked different.
It did look different. We can go and take a look at it if you want. Hello.
Okay, yeah.
That's good. I'm really pleased about that.
I think I know this place.
Yeah, I think I've seen that before. So if you can manipulate a bit, maybe you can reach that cube.
Oh yeah.
That jump, I think, is doable. With a bit of a run-in. There
yeah.
we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you got somewhere.
So the
Yeah,
lighthouse changed?
So maybe you open the map to see where we've sort of... So that's just another lighthouse area. And there's cubes here, so we should spend the last time going through. This is another piece of sort of the environmental... You have to keep changing the perspective in order to keep the ladder constant. As the cubes tend to change.
Yeah. Oh.
So if you grab a hold to the ladder, you'll see.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think you have to manually move. You just have to climb when you can. But then again, yeah, it's puzzles that always asks you to remember.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
The game is probably...
Yeah,
totally.
the game is so actively working against mess that it's... Biohazard 83 tomorrow. We are playing Heroes of the Storm, the new free-to-play MOBA initiative from Blizzard. So stick around for that. And on Friday, we have Friday nights and some news ready for you, which I think Nick will be taking care of. So you should stay tuned for that. We're sort of reaching the top here, and with it, we are about to reach the end of the live stream. I hope you've enjoyed watching us play Fez. Maybe go through the door there. We can go there. Because we've enjoyed it thoroughly, because Fez is an enjoyable game to play. And if it's won over Mess, who's not a big platforming guy, then that must speak of its quality, I think.
Yeah, I like how challenging it can be sometimes.
Yeah, and that it makes you think of different things than games normally makes you think of. It makes you think of perspective, which I think is very unique. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines having a PC or, having a PlayStation platform and not Xbox 360 or PC, then you have not been able to play Fez until now. But now you get the entire package for a very little cost, which I think. So this is, I think, is the last area we can go on. So I think you're supposed to push one of the handles.
Oh, yeah.
So now you can play with the environment even more, which I think is cool.
How do we get up there?
So I think you're just supposed to pull the handle. And there's a little animation for him ducking. And yes, Lasse, you should on the train. You should definitely bring your Avita, and you could download Fez to it actually for the same money.
Okay, I'm stuck again.
Well, you get stuck in Fez a lot.
Oh, maybe take a swim.
Maybe just finally take a swim, yeah. It's one of the few games where the main character doesn't die the second he touches water. So I think, Mads, we're about to wrap up here.
Yeah.
So you like the game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, beautiful, good music. I hope you've out there have enjoyed watching us play Fez. It's a challenging game that makes you think, and for a little price, you can get it now on 3 extra platforms: the Vita, where I think it belongs, PS4 and PS3. And already now, if you haven't played Fez on your Xbox 360 or PC, it's available there for the cheap as well. So stay tuned for more Gamereactor Live, and I think we'll be seeing you out there. Bye.
Bye.